This is Jamie Drummond for Good Food Revolution. I am here with senior winemaker David Bonomi and Michael W.J. Halstrick, the president and CEO of Bodega Norton from Mendoza in Argentina. How are you today, gentlemen?
Very, very good. Happy to be in Canada. I think it's a fantastic country. I'm actually my first time in Canada, and I'm stunned about the place, the people, and it's a great place to be. I mean, definitely have to come back one day on vacation also. Great.
Now, you're both here to celebrate two things. One being the launch of your Barrel Select line Sauvignon Blanc and Malbec in the Ontario market, and also to introduce your senior winemaker, David, to the world at large, or at least those people in Ontario. David, tell us a little bit about yourself. You're kind of the prodigal son when it comes to Bodega Norton, because you were there, you went away to learn some things, and you came back. Please tell us a little bit about your story.
Yes, my story is a very small circle, because I started to work in Norton approximately 14 years ago.
14 years ago.
Yes, with Jorge.
This is Jorge, the chief winemaker.
Yes, the chief winemaker. Okay, and then I had the opportunity that work in other winery. I go after approximately 10 years, return to Norton, return to my house, or return to home, no? And I'm very happy to work again with a very important winemaker in the world.
Yes. Jorge just recently received an award from Decanter magazine as being one of the top 30 winemakers in the world. So quite an exciting little prize there, and you must learn a lot from that man.
For me, it's an honor that continue to work with Jorge and enjoyed our production and our wines. No?
Michael, question for you. Your family purchased Bodega Norton back in 1989, I believe?
Exactly, 1989, with the Swarovski family. So we purchased Norton in 1989. We were the first family who purchased into Argentina at that time.
And Michael, why Bodega Norton? Why did your family choose Bodega Norton?
I think it's a very nice question, because at that time, 1989, there were several wineries were on sale at that time, and Norton was actually the area where Norton is, the location is today known a little bit like the Bordeaux of Argentina. It's a very good area, growing area. But what was the most important thing for us at that moment? Well, it was a brand which was very established also in Argentina. In the external market, we had to develop it. And it had old grape vineyards, where we have vineyards now which are 90 years old. But the most attractive part of Norton was probably the only traditional old winery. Like I said, we are 120 years old, which was about 20 kilometers south of the city. And we have the winery, and around the winery we have 100 hectares. And most of the wineries in the early days, the old wineries, they had all their wineries in the city and the vineyards outside. So for us, as being European, it's the chateau method. So you have your let's say our chateau Bodega Norton, and then surrounded with 100 hectares of vineyards. And if you want to make great wines, you have to be close to your vineyards. They shouldn't be too far away. So I think that was definitely one of the most important part. And then the other part was that my family, the Swarovski family, we always went on vacation. We still go on vacation. In the south of Argentina, we have a farm, and the wine we drank always at our estancia estate was always Norton. So one day, also a joke, my father said, maybe it's cheaper to buy a winery than to buy to buy the cases in the wine stores, and so there was a little bit like that. But it's a passion to become true, because it's not. Also, we purchased the wine. It's not to have just a winery, but it's a passion in the family. We love wine. We love everything which has to do with quality, and we want to make many people happy. And that's the way to do it, through wine, you know. So in the jewelry, we make people happy with the crystals, and now we can make them happy also with a nice glass of wine. So that's nice. So.
So we've been looking at the two Barrel Select wines. These are both relatively new wines to the market. David, what makes these wines so special? What do you really feel they bring to the table when you're speaking about Argentinian Sauvignon Blanc and Argentinian Malbec?
Okay, for me in our Barrel Select range, the most important is to introduce for our quality, very high quality wines. The most important in this wine is the aromas, the color is very attractive, and then it's very easy to drink. There are very pure aromas that the primary character for our Malbec and Sauvignon Blanc, and then this wine have very nice texture in mouth. It's very easy to drink, it's very good balance. In our philosophy in the winery is to maintain very balanced all these components, aromas and flavors, and texture in mouth is very important for us.
Well, I think you have two very, very accessible, very interesting and very tasty wines in your two Barrel Select, the Sauvignon Blanc and the Malbec. Thank you very much for bringing them to Toronto today, and thank you for joining us at Good Food Revolution.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. One more last thing I would just want to say: we have the 120th birthday of Bodega Norton also, and we're celebrating that also here in Canada, so in Toronto. So I think that's what I wanted to mention: 120 years and 120 experiences. So I think it's a special moment. Nice to be here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.